Hello viewers, welcome to Dailies on TVRC. I am Magitunde Vincent. Joining me on set today is
Oluwadokunwade Samuel.
reading to your hearing is a Vanguard newspaper.
And with me here is Punch newspaper. On the front page of Punch newspaper, Abeokuta as Buhari Achilles heals. Diarrhea kills 124,000 infants annually, says ministers. Heavy security at Tinubu, Shetima's turn APC secretariat. This one is coming from Daily Podcast. The alarming rate of insecurity in Nigeria. Do's and don'ts of political campaign in Nigeria is also coming from the front page of Punch. PDP NEC divided over call for IU's removal. 4 newborns die in Delta. Doctor found drunk. Fuel scarcity hits Abuja as marketers shut down stations. Business and economy. INEC deleting double registrants from voters register. This one is coming from Mahmood. It's coming from the table of INEC. 17 PDP governor candidates visit Wike in Rivers State. So imperative for me to take this one also coming from the front page of Punch. Why ASU shuts down with government is justified. It's coming from Metro. Soldiers avenging colleagues killing invade Rivers community. Gunmen attack Kogi Bank, kill 1. Also on the front page of Punch. Mechanic mixing in Lagos community. Family panics. Lagos court reminds man for sodomizing minor. Bene Curtis killed 3. Police arrest 30 suspects. Let me take this one also. Family tackles Lagos hospital over printer's deaths. River police raid baby factory. Rescue 15 children. So this one is coming from business. ESO Properties joins Redan. Insecurity. FS crisis cuts capital flows by 23%. Federal government rakes in 127.03 billion naira tax from calls and SMS. I know you guys have something to say on this. All right, so this one is coming from the world of politics. Also on the front page of Punch. Fayose believes I will be uncontrollable as governor. Ex-AG Ajayi. Ogun PDP factional governor candidates hopeful of victory. Let me take that one again. Ogun PDP factional governor candidate hopeful of victory. And lastly, let me take this one. Southeast agitation may affect Obi Atiku, says CDD. Oh, Mr. Akintole. So let's take a look at this. That says, what can you say on this? That says, diarrhea kills 124,000 infants annually. Say, Minister, that is 124,000 infants we are named by diarrhea. We are talking about diarrhea alone here. So diarrhea alone killed 124,000. Do you think that our healthcare sectors, rather, they are doing the best they could to put in place so that this kind of mass deaths will be minimized?
Well, in the first place, it is imperative for us to understand the root of this diarrhea before looking at. Most of the time, it's pertinent for us to look at causes.
Yes.
Instead of looking for solutions. In my opinion, and in my little knowledge as regards basic health science, the causes of this diarrhea, some of the causes, they are not far-fetched. They are poor hygiene,
yes.
Poor water intake, congested and poisoned food, and all this leads to diarrhea and many others. So, in my opinion, I think the government can do a lot to sensitize the populace on how to keep the environment clean. It is in this country you will see houses with bushes all over, and people are sleeping in that same house, at the detriment of their own personal health.
Yes.
Because of all these green snakes, pythons of diversified species, cobras, and what have you. So poor hygiene, and like I said, I wondered for the duty of the ministers that started the responsibility of passing information and communication, or the one that decided the responsibility of the National Orientation Agency. I don't know what their responsibilities, if not to, and even from the auspices of the health ministry, they ought to come out and sensitize the people towards viable health condition, as against. I mean, must we always be looking for solutions here and there? Why not look at the root cause, and then we tackle it from that balance, instead of just looking for.
All right.
So it's like I said, it is important for us to look at the causes. It is when we know the causes, that's when we can. Must government look for burial grants for its citizens? Why not look for what will not kill your citizen in the first place? So I think that's my opinion.
And there should be sensitization of these.
Yes, orientation, preparation should be given to the populace.
Sensitizations and okay, I didn't take this one while I was taking the headlines, but this one caught my attention, and I want you to speak on it. That okay, federal government freezes 600 accounts, size 249 luxury vehicles. This NDLEA inside this from people. Now the question is federal government giving accounts for these freezed accounts?
This exactly that's been the problem. There's nothing wrong in seizing or
freezing
accounts of criminal elements.
Yes.
There's nothing wrong in that.
Yes.
But what is wrong is that when all this money are not being accounted for,
yes.
Accountability is key to any administration. The moment accountability is missing, recently I was on the same program. We talked about a few days ago about the looted Abacha fund.
Yes.
That up to now hasn't been given any record, and it hasn't been accounted for. So the point is, there's nothing wrong in freezing accounts of criminal elements. In short, I will even encourage them to do more. Those who you think they are dubious, they are criminals,
they are drug dealers,
they are drug barons. Why not stash those who have stashed money in this thing from illegitimate businesses. Get their account frozen and freeze their account, and then let the money be used for the basic infrastructures.
Okay.
Look at so many roads. I don't know where we are jumping up and down because of Lagos-Ibadan Express Road that is in no good shape. There are so many roads so many road networks that are still very much terrible in this country. I give you an example. Akure to Ado-Ekiti, go and check it out. It's a terrible road. Ife to Akure, it's still not very much. One needs to be. It's so many dead trap, potholes, terrible potholes. Check others. You know that we still need a whole lot of infrastructure in this country. So this money should be pumped into those basic infrastructure.
Yes. Okay. Let's take this one, because this one is just like let me say comedy to tragedy, or tragedy to comedy. That we have 4 newborns die in Delta. Doctor found drunk. This is
new what?
4 newborns.
4 newborn. Yeah. Okay.
Die in Delta. Doctor found drunk.
I saw the news also on Daily. Was it this morning? Okay, it was. I also saw the same news this morning on. I think I have it on also on Vanguard. It is so. It is serious. It is not. There's nothing comical about it. It's just nothing but the basic tragedy. And I would just want to admonish the government immediately to revoke the license of that medical doctor. It's a negligence of highest order. When you are attending to human lives, then you are drunk. I mean, it's the hospital. I wouldn't want to be too rigid to say the hospital should be closed. sorry. The hospital should be closed down. But that medical doctor license should be revoked.
Yeah, all right. I guess that's all I have here with me. So let's have what you have there.
Okay. Sorry, but okay. So on the front page of Vanguard paper, Dailies this morning, 70 Guba candidates meet Wiki, beg him to forgive, support Atiku and Hayu. APC sends staff on leave as Tinubu visits Buhari house. Atiku appoints Commissioner for Information in Data as media head. Security agents storm APC secretariat as Tinubu Shetima visit today. Lagos court war, police meet wearing communities. Still on the front page of Vanguard newspaper. Building collapse, Oniru family commiserate with victims' families. 2023 election. SDP candidate will restore hope, unite Nigerians. This is coming from Olu Agunloye, the former chairman of SDP. 17 Guba, I've taken. I think I took this one already. You know. Despite challenges, Nigeria, major global supplier of tech talents. This is coming from federal government. Security of life and property, the Nigerian police, problems and challenges, accommodation and welfare provision. This could be seen on the front page of Vanguard newspaper. Drama as Femi Fani-Kayode and Dino Melaye turn skit makers in social media's path. Jonathan on how to end ASU strike. You could also read our story on Vanguard newspaper. Data center has game changer for national development. It's also on the Vanguard newspaper. Oil theft. Navy destroyed 30 billion illegal refinery assets. It's also there on Vanguard newspaper. PDP shifting appeals to Ibori, Edebie, others to support Obore Wori. How gunmen invaded Labour Party's meeting in Enugu. That story is also looming. It's also there on the front page of Vanguard newspaper. Unical, Vice Chancellor seeks more collaborations with foreign universities as learning programs. We have so many of those news on this on the Vanguard, so I want to stop from that premise, and I want us to begin our analysis from this pedestal of news that says dramas for Femi Fani-Kayode, Melaye turned skit makers in social media spark. Was it yesterday or 2 days ago? Where we saw how Dino Melaye accused Femi Fani-Kayode has been political scavengers. Do you recall?
Yes, I remember.
Now, was it yesterday? Femi Fani-Kayode put on his social media account the picture of Dino Melaye where he was taking Gary. And this is done on social media. Don't forget, Dino Melaye once certain senator of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Yes. Femi Fani-Kayode once Minister of Aviation. In short, I think more than he had held so many portfolios as regards. Look at this national figure. Throwing all this part at each other. What's your take on that?
Yeah, my take on that is that there is this adage that says, "Wash a dog, comb a dog will silver a dog." See, no matter how it is, these people, attitude is something that you cannot hide forever. And these people should know that they serve as a father figure to some people outside there. They are role models to some people outside there. But now look at these two adults, because they are not, because with the way they are,
not just a national figure.
National figures, to be precise, they shouldn't engage themselves in this kind of attitude. Like maybe it's comic or something else. You just know the picture of someone that they have rift with because of called the political scavenger, though it's not right and we've justified that. But that doesn't mean that you should fuel it up again. when one is behaving like with I don't want to use that word, but you behave like okay, I am even wiser than you, I'm older than you. So I don't think this is a good development between these two guys.
Okay.
I think they should look into it.
All right, let's take a look at this also. 17 Guba candidates meet Wike, beg him to forgive, support Atiku and Hayu. Like I said, was it on the same show that the chairman of the leading opposition party, People's Democratic Party, in person of Senator Yusha Hayu, is from the northern hemisphere.
Yeah.
The presidential candidate, the flag bearer of the same ruling party, is from the same north, the same north. And now the pro-Wikis are saying it is not done anywhere. A party doesn't belong to just one group of people alone. But now all over 17 Guba candidates, gubernatorial candidates, governorship candidates, 17 of them, the whole storm Wike's house to pacify him, to support Ayu, and also to support Atiku. Do you think they are being justified, or do you think Wike is taking it too
far?
Yeah, too far.
You know, I said something last week on the same kind of headlines. I told you that Wike is going too far when it comes to this matter. You know, as to me, 70 Gubas. I've already read one maybe yesterday or today, one of the headlines that says that
this Wike is going too far. When the chairman is from the north, the candidate, the gubernatorial, the presidential flag bearer is also from the north.
Well, that is not the main bone. That is not the bone of the contents here.
Okay.
The bone of the content here is this. This rift does not start today. It starts from the presidential candidate. From that presidential candidate, we have a vice president candidate and the rest and the likes. And that was what brought about that. Wike now said that last week. Wike openly said that okay, PDP, that Rivers State does not belong to PDP. That he owes the faith of the Rivers State. Before the citizen of the Rivers State came out and said that nobody can't tell them that this is what to do. Yeah, are you getting my point now? But this 70 Guba candidates going there, they are justified in the sense that they want oneness and they want support. They know that one tree can never make the forest.
Well, if you're saying that,
okay,
that the election is fast approaching,
yes,
that is around the corner,
yes,
I would have actually hands down on this issue. But there's what we call the principle of equity and fairness. There's what we call the principle of justification. It is not justified.
No,
look.
The
current chairman,
the PDP, the NC, the PDP,
at the point in time,
they will hold the meeting tomorrow.
I know NWC.
Decide either you will still continue, or what is it called? Maybe you still continue to be the chairman or not. So let's wait till that.
I know, but the point is, at the point in time, Senator Ayu said, if the flag bearer is from the north, I think it's on record,
yes,
said he was actually going to resign. But not that the flag bearer is from the north. Why not just do the honorable? Be honorable and just take a bow out of office for a man from the south to come in. But some are saying, well, because they are putting some structures and now the election is around the corner. Well, that's for them.
Well, I will we only answer on this topic of Wike or no Wike if Ayu resign tomorrow and this kind of views does not place up again. No, so let's just wait and
well, see. It's all right, it's still in the pipeline,
yes,
but it's also very pertinent for me to take this. Falana sue federal government NAS over absence of CCTV at Kuje prisons. Kuje prison, there in Abuja, center of the country, the Pentagon of Nigeria, the Washington of Nigeria. We have prisons. In short, one of the leading prisons in Nigeria. Kuje is one of, after Kirikiri, Kuje, and they are very prominent prisons. And that prison has no CCTV. Criminal elements, the prison was bombarded, and inmates, escape from that prison. Is this kind of negligence of duty?
The question I will first ask is that why now?
that they are, raising the issue of
They are raising the issue of CCTV. Why not before? Is it that? See,
And
it's a big. See, it is not on federal government alone this time around. It's a big slap on every citizen of the country, because government or federal president cannot be everywhere. There are some people, there are some panel, there are some committees set to be taking care of the prison. They should be the one to be. They should be the ones to hold responsible for this.
What if the government is not making provision for that?
Now they haven't come out that they demanded for it and the federal government does not provide for it. So we cannot just speak for or against the federal government on this.
Let's
when it comes to CCTV. And if you could remember very well, it's not that there is no CCTV in Kuje prison, but it was said that it was not outside the prison.
Anyway, either outside or not outside. I remember back in the days, during my school days, we're taught something. That's the principle of meritocracy and against mediocrity. You don't put mediocres at the ends of affair. You need to place people on the basis of merit. You don't put farmer to head the Nigerian Bar Association. It's not done anywhere. Why not look for all these our security experts? They are supposed to be retired military. They ought to help the correctional centers facilities. You don't just put a banker to come and go to head the prison facilities.
See, this could only come into place when personality is being the order, becomes the order of the day when selecting personnel. You cannot just, as you said earlier on, you cannot just come and take someone that studied mechanical engineering to be at the helms of affairs of the country.
But that's what is peculiar in this country.
Yes.
Now, medical doctors are not teaching biology in our secondary schools.
Yes.
Biology teachers are becoming bankers, and they are becoming bankers.
That's just it.
The Minister of Works and Labour, those in works, they are lawyers. They go and check it. With all due respect to the Honorable Minister of Works and is a son par excellence. So what I was saying, we need to get governance correctly in this country.
We need to get it right.
Yeah.
We need to get it right. So
anyway,
until we get it right, nothing can be done. Nothing.
Anyway, I've exhausted what I have here. So for the sake of our time, viewers at home, you've had it all. This is where we draw the curtain for today. Do join us next time for another exciting episode. Until then, you remain your humble host. Bye for now.
Bye.